Good evening, everyone, from Troy, Michigan. We are broadcasting live. Is this working? This doesn't seem to be working. Why is the audio not working? Let me see. Oh, maybe the audio is working. Not sure. It looks like it's working. So, we are broadcasting here from Troy, Michigan on the sunny, crisp day. And it is the Little Caesars hometown team versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. And this is the quarterfinals. To catch you up over the weekend, Pittsburgh Penguins went undefeated all weekend with one win and two ties. And this is going to be a big matchup here. And we are off. Puck drop. Little Caesars gain control. And they start advancing it up the ice. Shot on goalie right away. And nice stop by Torriero. And the puck will be just dropped to the right of Torriero. To the left of Torriero. Little Caesars coming in very strong here. Jukes facing off with Mosky and Kusis on wing. Howe goes in, battles the player. Howe behind the boards. Switches with Briggs. Briggs and Kusis go in with support from Jukes to battle. Back up the boards. Mosky trying to get it out. Briggs picks it up behind the net. Briggs sends it up the boards, chased by Kusis. And goes to Howe. Howe now breaks the puck out. And Kusis driving it up the ice allows the Penguins a line change. Lugelia out. Lugelia chasing. Picked up by Lugelia behind the boards. Lugelia driving up the ice. Lugelia takes it behind the boards. With Hewitt. Hall on point, shoots towards the net. Goes wide. This is a new rink, so I'm getting used to the camera angles here. Goes around the boards, Hall pinches and wins the battle, foot race. Hall gets it out towards the front. Picked up by Lugelia. Lugelia. Now they break out. Little Caesars driving into the Penguin zone. Picked up by now Lugelia. Lugelia headmans it to Hewitt. Hewitt starts driving up the ice. Hewitt chips it off the boards. No icing on that call, and that allows the Penguins line change. Goes back around. Shot on net, shot on Torriero. That's going back up. Mooney headbands it. Evans headbands it to Mooney. Mooney cuts back. Nice stick handle work. Gets it out front. Puck loose in front. Picked up by Durden. Durden sends it into Mooney. Mooney stick handles it around. Mooney drives towards the net. Mooney pass towards the net. Shot on net. Almost a chance. They start bringing it out of the zone. And nice defense work by Stern. Stern stops that block. Jukes now. Looks like we got bad internet here. That's Stern that sends it in. I'm going to just try to adjust the box here to see if I can get some better internet. Temporarily lose video. Video should be back. That maybe pick up the internet there. Play stopped. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with the internet here. And there we go. Just moving the box helped get better internet. Looks like we got some good speed now. Okay, puck dropped. Briggs sends it around to Howe. Lugelia has the puck. Lugelia looking to send it up the boards. Chased by Hewitt. Hewitt chips it up the boards. And looks like we got better internet now. I just had to move the wireless receiver. Howe stick handling behind, sends it up to Snyder. Headbands it to Snyder, but that forces an icing, and we bring the puck all the way back. Lugelia with support from Evans. They start going out. Howe tries to stop him, and they get a break. They send it to the front. That's blocked. Nice stop by Torriero. Big play by Torriero. Luke Talon sends it around to Hall. Hall up the boards to Evans. Weird bounce off the boards. Comes back to Del Signor. Del Signor takes, sends it back to Woods. Woods picks it up. Woods looking to get it out of the zone. Picked up Evans. Evans looking to head manage to Mooney. Mooney on the rush. Mooney gets it out of the zone. Up with Woods. And Little Caesars picks it up. Little Caesars has it in their zone, trying to get it out of the zone, forced by Mooney. And they send it into the Penguin zone. Picked up now by Del Signor. Del Signor drives it up the ice, does get picked up, stopped by Little Caesars. Little Caesars tried to send it over to the front and goes wide. Del Signor battling with Hall. Del Signor cuts back to the net. And now picked up by Mooney. Mooney sends it up to Evans. Evans chips it up the ice, and that goes out of the play. Puck will be faced off in just inside the Penguin zone here to the left of Torriero. Jukes facing off. Jukes battling with the face-off. Little Caesars gets a shot off, goes above the net. Koussis picks it up at the side and chips it up the boards. Goes into the Little Caesars zone. Jukes chasing the Little Caesars defenseman. They cut back. Little Caesars sends it out of the zone. Up to Koussis. Koussis battling at the side there. Puck seems lost. They tried to figure out where the puck is. Jukes facing off. Jukes wins the battle. Sends it over to Stern. Stern takes it behind the net and looking for somebody to headman to. Chips it up the boards, and that goes all the way down. And that forces an icing call. Puck will be dropped to the left side of Torriero. Some big saves early on already by Torriero. 5:13 left in the first period. 0-0 hockey game. Little Caesars gets it at point. Dumps it in the zone. Stern battling. Goes up front to Little Caesars. Nice pickup by Kusis. Kusis driving up with support from Mosky and Jukes. Little Caesars starts taking it the other way. Oh. Looks like Briggs got a tripping call on that. He was going for the puck, caught the legs, and that forced the tripping. He fell and forced a tripping call. 4:44 left in the first. Scoreless first period. On our first penalty kill. Mooney facing off. Sorry, that doesn't look like Mooney. That is Lugelia facing off. And puck goes back to Torriero. Torriero freezes it immediately. Little Caesars has it at the point. Little Caesars driving it around. Shot on net. Oh, that finds its 5-hole, and they get a power play goal. Finds a 5-hole through Torriero. Makes it a 1-0 hockey game for the Little Caesars. Mooney faces off. Sends a puck into the Little Caesar zone. Goes back to Howe. Howe back to Del Signor. Del Signor comes around. Del Signor bringing up the ice. Looking for somebody to pass to. Backhands it up the boards where Woods is. And Little Caesars chips it back in. Del Signor sends it to Howe. Howe headmans it to Evans. Evans to Mooney. And almost a break. Puck goes the other way. Little Caesars comes in. Howe chips it to the side. Shot on net. Goes high above the net. Now Del Signor driving it up the ice. Headmans it to Evans. Evans drives it up. We get a defense change. And some battling in the corner. Evans wins a battle, brings it out. Juke sends it around the boards. Nobody there. And Little Caesars picks it up and chips it out of the zone. Stopped by Durden. Durden sends it back in. Chased by Jukes. Jukes causes the defense to pressure. Now goes to Kusis. Kusis picks up to Jukes. Sends it to Jukes. Jukes backhands it to the front of the net to Mosky. Goes wide to Durden. Durden chips it back into Kusis. And Kusis knocked down. And Jukes wins it. Comes back. Sends it back to Stern. Stern with a blaster. Gets hits a body in front. Goes back to Kusis. Kusis shot on net, picked up by the Little Caesars D, and they send it out. Now Stern with the Jets. Picks up the puck on the foot race. Puck does go towards Torriero, but Torriero directs it to the outside. Stern trying to drive it up the ice. Durden backhand up. Mosky sends it out of the zone. Little Caesars drives it back in. Little Caesars tries to drive it in. Some battle in the corner, and it looks like Lugelia sends it up the ice. No icing called on that because they hit the Little Caesars player going out of the zone. Little Caesars starts advancing the other way. .128 left in the first period. Briggs battling at the corner, working the puck. Sends it back around to Howe. Howe looking for somebody to pass to. He sends it up the boards. And that looks like that's going to be an icing call. The puck will be dropped to the left of Torriero. Welcome to our 16 viewers. Thank you for tuning in. This is a big quarterfinal game. Currently, Little Caesars ahead, 1-0. Mooney facing off. Mooney gets it back to Howe. Howe coming around the outside. Stick play on Howe. Durden battling it now. Mooney coming in to help. They send it to front. Howe battling, gets it to the side. Gets it over to Evans. Durden picks it up behind the net. Durden, backhand up. Howe drives in. Wins the battle. Sends it up to Evans and Mooney. Mooney and Evans on the rush with Woods. 3 of them on the rush. Mooney with a big blaster. Rebounds. Woods trying to pick it up. Picked up now by Evans behind the net. They send it out. Hall sends it back in. Evans. Back, and they send it out. Picked up now by Del Signor. Del Signor, nice stick handle work. Sends it up the ice. No ice on that call. Little Caesars. Sends it up the boards. Woods intercepts it. Sends it to Mooney. Woods and Mooney battling for it. Woods wins the battle. And now goes up. Now that Little Caesars sends it up the ice. And that is the end of an exciting first period versus Little Caesars. So Penguins playing really strong against Little Caesars. Little Caesars come out strong and capitalized on that first penalty to the Penguins. So this is going to be a really tight game. Looks like our internet problems have settled down. Just needed to move the router a little bit. And now it has line of sight. We are in the biggest of the 4 arenas here in Troy, it looks like. And you could see Mr. Evans changing sides. And see the Little Caesars parents. And then on this side to the left of me are the Penguins parents. So just about to start the second, 12-minute periods for the first 2 periods and ends in a 15-minute period. We now have Mooney facing off. Mooney with Evans and Woods and Del Signor and Hall on D. Goes back to Del Signor. Del Signor sends it up to Hall. And they send a shot in, and that's caught in the glove by the Little Caesars, and the face-off will be just inside the Little Caesars zone to the left of the goaltender. Mooney facing off. Mooney wins the faceoff, gets it back to Del Signor. Del Signor shot. Goes off the back of the leg of one of our players. And Little Caesars headbands it to a player, stretching player, but Del Signor got back in time. So some battling in the corner here now. Little Caesars putting some floor pressure on. Nice work by Woods, trying to get the puck out. Gets it up to Mooney. Mooney start driving it up the ice with support from Evans and Woods. Mooney with a nice play, gets it across the net, and that is a goal on Little Caesars. Let's see that develop. Nice work by Woods, trying to get the puck out, gets it up to Mooney. Mooney start driving it up the ice with support from Evans and Woods. Mooney with a nice play, gets it across the net, and that is a goal on Little Caesars. Let's see that. And now back to the game. Puck goes down to Torriero, and Torriero with a stop. And that will be tied game in the second period. Tied at 1. This is going to be another one of those close games. Talking with the parents at lunchtime, they think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a 1-goal differential, they said. Shot on Torriero, big save, and doesn't allow the pass to go to the player. Little Caesars trying to stick handle to the center, gets stopped, and the boys get it out. Juke's on the chase. Little Caesars send it back around. Nice pressure by the forward line of the Penguins. But Little Caesars start taking it the other way. Durden keeps him to the outside, and Stern picks it up behind the net. Some battling here. Durden. Oh, call on that play. And looks like, I think, Stern going to the box here, and this is going to be our second penalty kill. It's going to be Howe and Briggs on defense, and Snyder, and looks like Woods on forward line. Briggs rims it, get chased now by Snyder. Snyder battling for it, putting a lot of pressure on the forward. They shoot, stopped by Torriero. Beautiful stop by Torriero, read that play, and so this is Woods at face-off with Snyder, Howe at the side, and Briggs out front, the goaltender. Goes to Howe. Howe drives it around the side, sends it up to Snyder. Snyder tries to send it out of the zone, stopped by the Little Caesars defenseman. Little Caesars skating back and forth. Penguins playing a nice box, and nice poke check by Briggs. Doesn't get out. Little Caesars defense stops it. Little Caesars cycling it around, and shot on net, and Little Caesar cycling it around. Another shot on Torriero. Bounces behind him, but into the behind the net. So Briggs chips it around to Howe. Howe battling for it. Cuts back the other way. Buys him some time. Gets it up to Snyder. Snyder sends it out of the zone. Gets it all the way down, and that is going to be called icing. 9:10 left in the second period. 57 seconds left in the penalty kill. Penguins get a line change. It's going to be Mooney and Evans, Hall and Del Signor. Mooney facing off. Little Caesars get the puck, start cycling it around. Little Caesars tries to send pressure from Del Signor, bouncing. Mooney goes in to help with the pressure. Penguins have to drop back to their box. Oh, nice work by Hall, and Hall tries to chip it up the boards. It catches a piece of the net, so the ref calls a stoppage of play. Puck to be dropped to the left side of Torriero. 8:50 left in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. 37 seconds left in the penalty. Evans gets it out. Puck goes all the way down. They're going to call icing on that. No, they aren't. The puck was just the right enough speed. Evans, nice forecheck. Stops the advance. 15 seconds left in this penalty. Oh, Hall gets checked on that one. No call on that play. And sends it down the ice. And that looks like 2 seconds left in this penalty. And we'll get a line change out. So we got Lugelia and Hewitt and Howe and Briggs. Lugelia on the draw, wins it over to Howe. We're back at even strength. Nice work by Lugelia and gets it over to Hewitt. Hewitt takes it out of the zone. Lugelia and Hewitt working with Snyder. Lugelia, Hewitt. Hewitt waiting for Snyder to come out. Sends it back in. Drives into the Little Caesars zone. Nice win on that. Nice penalty kill. Gives the boys some momentum here. And nice shot on the goalie. And the puck will be dropped to the right of the Little Caesars goalie. Lugelia, Snyder, Hewitt on point. Howe and Briggs. 7:43 left in the second. Lugelia wins a big draw. Snyder with the puck. Shot! Oh, goes above the net. Big shot from Briggs. Goes wide behind the net. Chased now by Lugelia. Little Caesars chips it up the boards. Howe sends it back in. No call on that play. Ref's playing a delayed offside, it looks like. But ref's just trying to let the game go, I guess. And that is an icing call. Penguins will go for a line change here. 7:07 left in the second. Tie game at 1. This is an exciting game. Got Jukes facing off with Kusis and Mosky. And on point, Durden and Stern. Jukes facing off. Jukes wins the draw, gets to Mosky. Mosky sends it, tries to shoot, goes behind, goes to Kusis. Kusis battling for it with Mosky. Mosky, Kusis working together. Kusis drives it behind the net. Kusis, nice backhand, goes to Mosky. Goes loose in front. Jukes almost with a shot, but picked up by the Little Caesars D. Little Caesars trying to do the stretch play. You can see they're trying to play the stretch here. This is something for the defense to watch out for. I zoomed out just so you could see that. Stern battling for it. Little Caesars has it loose in front. Picked up now by Kusis. Kusis driving up the ice. Nice work by Stern. Stern tries to send it out of the zone. It does go into the bench. Puck will be dropped in the Penguin zone. We are going to have Mooney facing off. Mooney ties up the centerman. Puck loose under his legs. Puck does get over to Woods. Woods sends it up. Gets caught. Sent back in. Hall working to drive it out. Gets it back to Mooney. Mooney now driving up. Stick handling up the ice. Support from Evans again. And Woods sends it across. But gets sent back by the defenseman. Evans tries to drive over to the front of the ice. Evans back to Del Signor. Del Signor with a shot. Goes off the shin pads of the player. Back to Del Signor. Del Signor drives it into the corner. Chased in by Woods now. Little Caesars trying to get it out. There's that stretch play again by the Little Caesars. Shot on Torriero. Big save by Torriero. Some great goaltending here by Torriero. Nice big stops. 5:26 left in the second. A lot of fans, a lot of crowds, so a lot of excitement in the air for this game. Lugelia facing off. We got Lugelia, Snyder, and Hewitt with defense of Del Signor and Hall. Little Caesars battling in the corner. Del Signor. Sorry, that was Lugelia. Lugelia chips it up to the boards. Now picked up by, nice work by by Del Signor. Del Signor over to Hall. Hall chips it up the boards to Hewitt. Out of the zone. Hewitt battling with the player. Little Caesars trying to get it back in the Penguin zone. Nice work by Snyder, stops the advance. Little Caesars then just rims it into the zone. Hall, nice work, wins the battle even though he fell down. Gets it over to Del Signor. Del Signor backhands it out to Snyder. Snyder battling with the player, back to Del Signor. Del Signor now trying to get it out. Del Signor driving up the center. Ooh. Nice work by Del Signor. He lost the puck but was able to battle the player to win the puck again. Gets it to the side. Little Caesars tries to shoot. Gets stopped by Hall. Hall chips it up the ice, and that is going to be an icing call. Allows the Penguins for a change. Puck will be dropped to the left side of Torriero. Sorry, right. Yeah, no, left side of Torriero. We got Jukes, Mosky, Kusis with Howe and Briggs. Goes over to Howe. Howe cuts back the other way, tries to get back up to Mosky. Howe headmans it to Kusis. Kusis now driving for it. And looks like refs are playing a delayed offside here, allowing the play and momentum of the game to keep going. Howe battling the Little Caesars player. Jukes in to help. Now Briggs. Little Caesars trying to keep control of this puck. Nice work by Penguins trying to get it out. Now they finally start driving up the ice. Jukes. Picked up now by Howe. Howe tries to backhand it out. Little Caesars player putting on lots of pressure. And Little Caesars player down in the center of the ice. So don't know what happened there, but don't know if he got knocked down or what. So this is a bit of a stoppage of play. Looks like connection. While we have the stoppage of play, I'll just try to fix the internet. Internet struggling here today. I don't know why. Different arenas, so different characteristics. Okay, I'll keep going. Howe picks it up. Howe has it in behind the net. Chips it up the boards to Evans, to Mooney. Mooney gets tripped. And you could hear the parents saying about that. Torriero out of his net, so 6 attacker on. And that whistle gets blown down. This will be the Penguins' first power play. Hoping we can answer their first power play goal. 1-1 hockey game, second period, 2:49 left in the second period. Evans gets it back to Del Signor. Del Signor back to Evans. Evans cycles it up, gets it over to Hall. Hall over to Mooney. Mooney cuts back. Mooney looking to draw the player in, gets it over to Hall. Hall gets it over to Del Signor. Del Signor cycling it around. Del Signor Back to Evans. Evans quick back to Mooney. Evans with a shot. And stoppage of play. The parents were saying in, but I think it was in the goalie's. It was a good glove save. So 1:26 left in this power play. 1-1 hockey game. 2:15 left in the second period. Mooney wins it, gets it to Evans. Evans back to Del Signore. Del Signore to Evans. Evans drives it back to Evans. Evans goes back to Del Signore. Del Signore gets it over to Hall. Hall back to Mooney. Mooney cycles it around the top. Mooney cycles it around, gets it to Hall. Hall with a shot. Glove save. Two good chances resulting in 2 glove saves, and puck will be dropped to the outside of the goalie. .148 left in the game. 58 seconds left in this penalty. Mooney ties up the centerman. Puck loose between their legs. Little Caesars picks it up, chips it out of the zone. Picked up by Del Signore. Del Signore looking for somebody to headman to. Gets it to Mooney. Mooney now with the Jets starts driving up. Mooney, nice toe drag, shot on net. Goes to Hall. Hall, shot on net, does result in a save, and Little Caesars chips it out. Evans now on the drive. Evans driving up the ice. Little Caesars gets it out. Mooney now trying to drive it back in. Mooney. Mooney, nice toe drag. Shot on net, goes above the net. Hall, shot on Hall. Mooney tried to deflect that, goes wide. But right idea, that was really good. 2 seconds left, we are now back at even strength. And 48 seconds left in the second period. Tie game, 1-1 hockey game. Very exciting hockey. We got Lugelia out here with Snyder and Hewitt and Durden and Stern. Almost a chance in front by Stern. Now goes to Lugelia. Lugelia tries to send it upstairs. Glove save again. This goalie with the sharp glove. Hewitt has it at the side. Hewitt stick handling, gets it to Lugelia. Lugelia behind the net. Lugelia gets banged up against the boards. Lugelia battling for it. Nice work by Snyder. Snyder gets it out front. Snyder, nice back check. Snyder tries to shoot. No chance there. And Little Caesar starts driving it up. Nice back check by Durden, and they managed to turn the puck over and get it going the other way. Goes back to Durden. Durden over to Lugelia. Lugelia now has a chance to drive it up. Backhands it. Headmans it to Snyder. Snyder with a shot. Loose in front. Hewitt tried to get the puck into the net, and some very exciting play there. Let's watch that on replay. Oh, we got bad internet connection again. I don't know why this internet is going bad. Why is this internet going bad? Caesar sends it around the ice. They try to chip it out. Kept in by Durden. Nice play by Durden. Goes to Lugellia. Little Caesar trying to get it. And fans unhappy here at 12:19 because it looked like the coach called the trip and not the ref. So Lugellia goes off, and looks like we got good internet back again, so not sure what happened. Durden Snyder facing off. Snyder drives it forward. This is our first PK in the third period. Picked up by, goes to Gavin, to Stern. Stern up to Kusas. Kusas driving up the ice. Little Caesars not able to get much on this power play. Nice work by Snyder. Keeps the forecheck on. Keeps the nice pressure on. Keep him down there! Keep him down there! And Kusas battling. Kusas. Little Caesars does break into the zone. 1:22 left in this penalty kill. Jukes out here with Kusas and Mosky and Howe and Briggs on D. Little Caesars coming in. Howe battling for the puck. Gets it over to Briggs. Briggs sends it around to Kusas. Kusas driving up the ice. Kusas working that with Howe. Little Caesars coming in, battling. Little Caesars with an intensity. Jukes tries to send it out. Pick and Kusas. They do get it out. Good work by Kusas and Jukes sends it back to Howe. Howe back to Briggs. Briggs up to Mosky. Mosky headlands it to Kusas. Kusas dumps it in. Looks for a change. Out goes Evans and Woods. Nice work by Howe. Keeps the puck in. Allows Evans to pick it up. Evans has it behind the net. Evans cycles it around. Gets it to Briggs. Briggs driving it in. Back over. And that nice play there by Briggs. Ref talking to Briggs there. Talking with the ref, just saying, hey, what's going on there? And is allowing our team to rest a little bit. And Mooney facing off with Woods and Evans and Delsignor and Hall on the point. 2-1 hockey game. Slows the momentum down a little bit. So 10:37 left in this third period. Lots of hockey game left here. Just realized I was on mute. Sorry, everyone. I was trying to fix the internet. Did get the internet fixed. And 2-1 hockey game here. 10:37 left in the third. Delsignor sends it in. Little Caesars breaks out, and it's a 2-on-1. Nice back check by Evans. Evans stops the pass and sends it around to Mooney. Mooney starts breaking up the ice, gets it to Woods. Woods across to Evans, back to Woods. Woods battling for it in the corner against this Little Caesars team. Picked up now by Evans. And Little Caesars breaking it back the other way. Little Caesars driving it in. That is offside, and the puck will be dropped just outside the Penguin zone. It is a 2-1 hockey game. Second goal scored by the Caesars on a power play, and making it 2-1. So 9:56 left in this third period. Lugelia facing off. And we got with Snyder and Moski. With Snyder and Hewitt. Goes back to Durden. Nice work by Stern. Stops the pass in front and goes to the outside. Durden battling for it. Not allowing that to get through. Now Lugelia drives up the ice. Lugelia headbands it to Hewitt. Hewitt trying to drive it in. Little Caesars trying to break back the other way. Stern with a foot battle. And Hewitt and Stern battling for this puck at the side with help from Snyder and Lugelia. Snyder goes to the front, goes to Durden. Durden has it in the corner. Durden battling for it. And Lugelia with the puck. Lugelia sends it back around. Goes to Stern. Stern trying to get it out of the zone. And gets it out of the zone. Stern on the rush. Stern driving all the way to the net. Stern cutting back. Allows the Penguins to get a change. Jukes in there. And 3-on-1 with Little Caesars. And they end up getting it to the back of the net. And that makes it a 3-1 hockey game. 8:40 left in this third period. So Penguins got some work ahead of them to catch back up. So, but we can do it. We just got to keep working hard and the chances will come. Keep the shots going on the net. 8:40 left in the third period. Jukesy facing off. Gets it to Moski. Jukes picks it up, sends it back. Moski driving up the ice. Chased in by Howe. Howe cuts back. Howe up to Koussis. Koussis now driving up the ice. Goes back to Howe. Howe chips it up the boards. Howe muscling his way in. Goes back to Jukes. And now picked up by Evans. Evans driving up the ice. To Evans. Headbands it to Mooney. Mooney now on the rush. Mooney 1-on-3. Mooney shot. Gets stopped by the goaltender. Big save by the Little Caesars goalie. So we got Mooney, Evans, Woods line out there with Delsignor and Hall. Puck dropped. Woods chase it behind the net. Hall tries to keep it in. That is offside. Mooney wins a faceoff, goes into the Little Caesar zone. Little Caesars driving up the ice. Picked up by Hall. Hall chips it up the ice, chased by Evans. Now Delsignor. Delsignor drives it around the net. 7:12 left in this third period. 3-1 hockey game for Little Caesars. And Penguins looking to even up the score here. Nice work by Mooney. Mooney stick handling in. And Little Caesars gets it knocked back the other way. Picked up now by Del Signor, 6:53 left. Del Signor driving up the ice. Del Signor cycles back. Couldn't find anybody to pass to. Cycles back again. Couldn't find anybody to pass to. Change of players. Change of forward lines, and Hall finally chips it up. Kicked in. Now picked up by... Refs blew that down. That was a delayed, non-delayed offside. Here's 3-1 hockey game. New forward line out. Lugalia, Hewitt, and Snyder. Chased by Lugalia. Lugalia battling for it with help from Durden. Lugalia chips up to Lugalia. Battle, nice battle at the boards. Penguins winning these battles. Stern, he has the puck, sends it back up to Lugalia. Lugalia up to Snyder. Snyder driving up the ice. Snyder cuts back. Little Caesars driving it the other way. Stern chips it up to Hewitt. Hewitt driving into the zone. Lugalia does get it into the zone. Goes to Stern. Stern headmans it to, nice pass to Snyder. And Jukes now out here. Back to Snyder. Snyder chips it around the boards to Durden. Durden backhands up to Mosky. Mosky breaks it out of the zone, headmans it to Jukes. Jukes battling with it. Goes back to Durden. Durden, nice eye. Sees Koussis open on the other side. Gets the puck open, but interception by Little Caesars. They send it back in the zone. Durden battling for it with Mosky. Gets it to Mosky. Mosky tries to get out of the zone. Little Caesars. Shot at net goes high above. 3-1 hockey game. Sends it out of the zone. Icing called off on that one. And Little Caesars starts taking it back the other way. Intercepted by Evans. Evans driving it towards the net. Evans cuts back. Tries to get over to Mooney. And puck gets loose. So Mooney has it behind the net. Mooney tries to stick handle it. 3 Caesars on Mooney, and they chip it out of the zone. And icing called on that play. Puck will be dropped in the Little Caesars zone. It's 4:10 left in this third period, 3-1 hockey game. Mooney facing off. Chipped up the boards. Little Caesars trying to stretch pass again. Now that's an icing call, and we'll go all the way back down to the Little Caesars zone. .355 left in third period. Mooney facing off. Mooney gets it over towards Evans. Evans now chasing the defenseman. Little Caesars gets it out of the zone. Del Signor. Del Signor has it cycling around. Del Signor feeling pressure from that Little Caesars, but now he's getting some space. He starts driving the other way. Del Signor taking it all the way up. Nice toe drag by Del Signor. And Mooney open at the side. Mooney, tried to get it over to Evans and unable to get a shot off. Evans shot. Woods back to Hall. Hall with a shot. Almost a deflection by Evans. Evans battling for it. 3:07 left in this third period. Little Caesars chips it up the ice, and this is going to be an icing call, and that'll be dropped back down in the Little Caesars zone. 3 minutes left. Third period, 3-1 Little Caesars. So Penguins got to get a couple quick goals here to tie this up. Face off now by Jukes. We got Jukes, Snyder, and Kusis, and Howe and Briggs on point. Kusis battling for it. Little Caesars chips it out. Howe on the rush. Howe cuts back. Howe finds Jukes. And Jukes chips it up. Oh, gets caught. Howe over to Briggs. Briggs looking for somebody to headman to. And goes back in the zone. Howe picks it up. Howe sends it up to Jukes. Picked up, intercepted by Little Caesars. Little Caesars shot. Glove save by Torriero. .226 left in this game. 3-1 hockey game. Penguins trying to figure out a way to get the puck into the net. Mooney facing off. Mooney. Back to Del Signor. Del Signor. Nice work by Del Signor. He starts driving it up the other way. Del Signor headmans it to Mooney. Mooney. Back to Hall. Hall up to Mooney. Mooney driving up the ice. Mooney. Stick handle work. Mooney. Mooney gets tripped down, and the refs call that, and that'll put us in the power play. .201 left in this third period. Looks like coach calls timeout. Going to draft up some plans here. So 2 minutes left. We got to score 2 goals to tie this game. Coach drawing up the plans. Ref blows the whistle. Calls everybody over to the face-off. Gonna pull our goalie. Empty net. And the extra attacker is gonna be Jukes. So same line out, but extra attacker Jukes. Mooney facing off. Mooney with Evans and Woods and Jukes on forward. Hall and Del Signor on D. Evans gets it back to Del Signor. Del Signor shoots. Sends it right to the back of the net. Right above the goalie's glove side. 3-2 hockey game. Nice goal. So very exciting. 3-2, 1:56 left in this third period. Mooney facing off and looking to get some more opportunity here. Del Signor comes back, sends it around. Little Caesar starts driving up the ice. Nice work by Woods, stops the advance. 1:41 left in this period. Picked up now by Mooney. Mooney cuts back. Mooney cuts back around. Mooney over to Hall. Hall back to Mooney. Mooney with Woods and Evans. They're driving in. Goalie is pulled. Empty net. Oh, across the net. Unable to Little Caesar sends it down, empty net. Evans chips it over to Hall. Hall sends it up the ice, gets blocked by Little Caesars. Little Caesar sends it down, and that'll be a face-off in the Little Caesars zone. .103 left in this third period, and another timeout called. So 103 left, and coach drafting a plan. So that first plan works. So that was a nice goal by basically Mooney off the point. It went to Evans, and Evans back to Del Signor and shot on net. Ref calling the teams back. And we're going to have out here fans calling. You can see the fans calling there. Cheering, let's go Pens. Very excited. See what they're going to do. Let's see if they're going to get it back to Del Signor for a shot or what's going to happen. So Juke's facing off. Mooney at the side, so back to Hall. Hall chips it in, gets blocked by the Little Caesars player. Little Caesars driving it down the ice. Little Caesars, nice work by Evans, gets nice back check, picked up by Woods. 49 seconds left. Penguins got to get it set up here. Woods headmans it to Evans. Evans back to Hall. Evans. Mooney driving up the ice, and Mooney finds the back corner of the net, and that is a tie hockey game. So Mooney driving up the ice, and Mooney finds the back corner of the net. And that is a tie hockey game. Nice chip off the boards here. So Penguins trying. Evans takes it behind the net. 4 seconds left. Evans slaps it as hard as he can out of the zone. And that is going to be a tie game. Not quite sure what happens in a tie game. Do they go into overtime? We will see. I will try to ask. I'll reach over and ask. So big, huge game here. So a little bit of stoppage of play. It looks like there's going to be a 5-minute OT. Interesting to see how many people are allowed on the ice. Is it going to be 3-on-3 or 4-on-4? Looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey. So 4 players that come out are going to be... It's going to be Hall and Del Signor and Mooney and Evans. And Hall breaking up the ice, chips it in. So we do really well with lots of space. So this is a good thing that we're at 4-on-4. So Hall, shot, gets stopped by the player, and that goes back in. Icing, 4:42 left in this overtime period. So big game here. Quarterfinals in the Motown Classic. 15th year this tournament is running. Mooney facing off. Mooney tied up between his feet, gets it back to Hall. Hall shoots, does get blocked. Goes over to Del Signor. Del Signor brings it in, chips it up the boards, off the glass. Nice work by Hall, stops the advance. Now Del Signor over to Evans. Evans now driving up the ice. Evans, nice stick handle work. Oh, called offside on that one. Now we got out. We got Howe and Briggs, and we got Woods and Koussis. Howe and Briggs, Woods and Koussis. 4-on-4, 4-11. Back to Briggs. Briggs chips it in, goes to Howe. Howe sends it right into the net. Chased in by Koussis. Little Caesar starts going back the other way. Wood back checking. Woods. Little Caesar's trying to drive it in. Koussis gets called on that play. It's going to be a 4-on-3 penalty. And there's an unfortunate trip there. So they're going to make it a 5-on-4. 5-on-4. So a penalty puts one of their players on the ice. No, yeah, is it going to be 5-on? Nope, it's going to be a 4-on-3. 4-on-3. So we got out there Jukes and Hall and Del Signor. Jukes facing off. Little Caesars gets control. Little Caesars with a shot. Goes off, deflected off chin pad. Little Caesars cutting around. Little Caesar cycling it around. A shot on net, and that ends the hockey game. So, well, thank you everybody for joining in. This ends our stream.